Hi all, welcome to my YouTube channel. I just thought I'd make a new video as an update to my previous video about coming off benzodiazepines and Z drugs cold turkey, where it was 2 benzos and 1 Z drug, namely diazepam at 30 milligrams, 1 milligram of clonazepam, and 7.5 milligrams of Zopiclone, which I stopped all 3 cold turkey roughly 15 months ago. And I think I suffer from post-acute withdrawal syndrome at the moment, because I'm still going through a bit of withdrawal, but it's not as bad as it was for the first 6 months. The first 6 months of coming off these 3 drugs cold turkey was absolutely brutal. It was hellish, to be quite honest with you, and I wouldn't recommend it to anyone, particularly due to the risk of seizures. Stopping the benzos cold turkey, but more or less, I wouldn't recommend it for the same reason as it can really screw with your mental health. Like, my mental health has deteriorated substantially since stopping those 3 drugs, and also on top of those 3 drugs, I cold turkeyed 80 milligram of methadone, and this all 4 combined has been absolutely brutal, to be honest with you. Awful, like horrendous withdrawal symptoms. Like, the ability to think has been diminished substantially since stopping these 4 drugs. And basically, I was prescribed a number of benzodiazepines during the last 18 years. I was first prescribed lorazepam and Zopiclone back in, I think, 2003 at 2 milligrams of lorazepam and 7.5 milligrams of Zopiclone, which I was on every day for something like 4, 5, or 6 years. And then this changed to diazepam started at 10 or 15 milligrams, and it worked its way slowly up to 30 milligrams in an attempt to cut down alcohol, and also in an attempt to deal with my anxiety issues, which have been a problem for my whole adult life, to be honest with you. And I was prescribed the Zopiclone for sleep, for insomnia, and the Zopiclone was prescribed at the same time as the lorazepam, sometime back in 2003, I think. So I was on benzos for 18 years, and 18 years on the Zopiclone, but I was also prescribed Zolpidem, which is a drug for insomnia, to replace the Zopiclone when the Zopiclone stopped working. Aside from the ones I've mentioned, I've been prescribed temazepam at up to 30 milligrams, nitrazepam at a different time to the temazepam at 30 milligrams as well, up to 30 milligrams that is. And I think that is all the benzos and Z drugs I have been prescribed. But I have taken Xanax before, and I was taking Xanax, like buying Xanax and taking stupid amounts of it, really. And this is going back some years now, but I was taking quite a few of these, and on top of the Zopiclone and diazepam, and for sometimes I would take nitrazepam and clonazepam on top of them. And yeah, that's the other one I forgot to mention. I came off 1 milligram of clonazepam at the same time as the 30 milligrams of diazepam cold turkey, and it is not easy. It is far from easy to do. Yeah, I suffered withdrawal symptoms such as really bad insomnia, restlessness, rebound anxiety, like such bad anxiety that I couldn't go out. I was just stuck in all the time, and I've been sectioned under the Mental Health Act as I turned psychotic, and I was sectioned in 3 different mental hospitals. Just turned completely into some other kind of person some of the time and acted psychotic. But I have got a history of mental health problems, and I've got a diagnosis of, I think it is anyway, schizophrenia since 2003. So this has been an ongoing problem now for a number of years, like nearly 2 decades now. Yeah, so my withdrawal from the benzos and the Z drug was particularly bad the first 3 months. And after the first 3 months, like from 3 to 6 months of after the cold turkey started, or I should say after I stopped the cold turkey, it got gradually easier. My sleep came back, and now I just take promethazine, but only like half a promethazine to help me sleep. And I find this helps a little bit, and I exercise much more than I did before. And I find that this helps me feel tired enough to sleep at night. When I was taking the benzos and the Z drugs, I was sleeping somewhat in the day, but I was also on the 80 milligram of methadone back then, and this probably contributed to me feeling a bit tired during the day. When I was combining all three medications, yeah, it's bad. It's hard to even think in clear English anymore, because you can't actually breathe at any other time. So when you just you have to actually remember to breathe before you speak, but it's impossible to do. It's like I need to be on diazepam or something. It's just for my brain to remember to breathe. I don't know. I just pass on the whole thing really, but I'm doing my best to come off all these medications, but it's very, very difficult to forget about. I wouldn't recommend cold turkey and benzos to anyone because you could risk seizures and death in the worst situation. And the insomnia is hellish. The anxiety is hellish. The withdrawal is hellish. And it is almost impossible to actually put up with, but I do my best. And yeah, if you want my advice, taper off benzos and don't attempt to cold turkey them like I have done. I'm now 15 months clean off benzos and methadone. Thanks very much for watching this video. I hope this video helps you out. Cheers. Bye.